Hey everybody, it's Jack. Tuesday, July 1st. Can you believe it? We're past the halfway point in the year. 2025 is really flying by. July 1st, Tuesday. Let's take a look at the SPY. Finally, really made that nice breakout. Now, people talk about today, the 1st, market's a little soft. Yes, that's going to be the case because, as I've shown you, in the secret life of stocks, that when a stock or an index moves 3 to 5 days in one direction, up like this, it's going to pause, right? 3 to 5 days, then rerun. Now that's what's happened here. We got a nice run into a new high. Normally, I'd just like to look at this in a 6-month chart, but let's take this back. Let's take this back to a year. That's what I really like to see, this new 52-week high, right? That's a really important thing. Now, the market was doing great. Trump got in. Things got a little shaky. Then he talks about Liberation Day, right? We get a little bit of a sell-off in here. Now we're making a way into a new high, which is great. That's going to be a case where a rising tide lifts all boats. So we're going to see a lot of stocks make new highs, and you can just look at that right here. The number of stocks making a new high that are over $25 a share, trade 500,000 shares in average daily volume. Quite the list. Okay, let's take a look at it. Netflix. Look at that. What a power trend that is. Okay. So the market is extremely bullish, right? And you can ride directional trends for 2 to 10 days or longer if they're in a power trend. You can find those stocks that are in good trends and covered calls. Buy 100 shares, do a covered call. Market's great for all that. Credit spreads, debit spreads, naked puts, all that's great. But it all starts with the trend. You got to have the right stocks in the right trend. Then you move on to the strategy. And strategy selection is going to be key the rest of this year. There's a lot of ground to be made up, right? Let's just go back and we'll look at AVGO, for example, right? This was almost a reset here for just about every stock when we went into that Liberation Day, so to speak. So ever since that's kind of like, as I say, the new starting point for everything, because you're going to see this kind of action in every 6-month chart, right? But then from here, what we want to see going forward is exactly this. So AVGO looks great. SPY, if you just want to trade that as an index, you can trade that. That also looks great. Of course, AVGO looks better, and a lot of these stocks in here look better. But the message I want to get over to you today is the market is bullish, right? So use all these strategies within stocks that are also trending in a bullish manner. And don't forget about buying insurance. As we keep making new highs, the best way to buy insurance is to buy on a stock you have that's high, and you think you're worried about it coming back down, buy an at-the-money put on that stock. And as the stock goes down, if it does, the value of that put will soar. If the stock doesn't go down, you've just used insurance money to protect that gain, and it didn't come into play, right? Well, that's what I got for you now. Stay tuned. I'll have another good episode for you Thursday.